What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're going to check out this 180-gallon tank. It's been set up for 10 years. His name is Charles. Invite us over. We're still here in Louisiana. So let's go inside and go check him out. Let's see what he's up to. Come on, follow me. Charles, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, boss?
Nice to meet you, man.
All right.
So we made it here. You got this beautiful 180-gallon tank.
Yes.
And the first thing that I asked you, said, man, this thing is pretty overgrown. How long has this thing been up? And you said 10 years.
Yes, it's been up 10 years.
In the same spot.
Same spot.
That's crazy, man.
Uh-huh.
First thing I'm gonna start, you're really into flow.
Yes.
And
Yes.
one thing that I noticed is you have like a sea swirl of some type. I don't know what the name was. The name of that middle one?
It's called a coral box.
The coral box.
Yeah, it's called a coral box. They don't make them anymore. So it's an old school thing. So that's what I have. It's a little motion.
Kind of like a sea swirl from back
Yeah,
in the day.
it's basically something.
Swings
That's all
left
it
and
is.
right?
Yeah, it's just a cheaper version of it. That's all.
Got you. But one thing that is worth mentioning, a lot of your aquapores are growing pretty branchy. Like this is specific one right here, the pink lemonade, usually grows a lot tighter.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of branches out of it. And I wonder if it has to do with the more random flow.
Yes, that's why, because when this one rotates on this side, it makes a swirl on each side. So it makes a swirl with that, and it then makes a swirl straight down. And then when it get in the middle, it just push straight down the middle.
Gotcha. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power heads.
Yep, 7 power heads.
So you're a big believer of flow, I'm assuming.
Big believer of flow. I think flow really helps everything.
I believe stability is number 1, and I will believe flow is number 2.
Yeah.
Because you can grow these corals with very minimal light. I mean, they might not grow, but they stay alive and they're just okay. You know? They might not have good colors, but they stay alive.
Right.
They're totally fine. So definitely a lot of flow, man. And what are you using for lights?
GHL Mistress.
Okay.
I got 3 of them, and then I got a GHL light bar for lights.
So you're a big GHL guy.
At the time, it's either GHL or the other brand, so I just went with GHL, and because GHL had a lot more that I wanted, then I could control stuff individually with the GHL instead of with the Neptune system.
Okay, and how long you been running the GHL lights?
About 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
How many do you have? 3?
Three in a long light bar.
Light bar. And that's just for like in a blue accent or something like that at night?
Yeah. Okay. Yep, blue at night, yes.
All right, let's talk a little bit about your corals, man. So some of my favorite ones right here is definitely this pink lemonade that I just mentioned, the way it's growing there.
Yes.
But one that is one of my favorite, and it's not easy to keep looking this good, and kudos to you, Christmas tree rock.
Yeah, and that's been in that same spot for 6-7 years.
And the porites is staying there growing with. A lot of times the porites die
off.
Yeah.
So everything is, it's a balance. Because once you get everything straight and situated, and I don't dose anything. I do calcium reactor.
Okay.
Calcium reactor, and I dose kelp, just to keep the numbers up, just to dose that. But that's all I do. I don't dose anything.
So you do calcium reactor. Calcium reactor. What else?
Calcium chloride.
Caulk water.
Calc water.
Okay, so you do caulk water for the evaporated water.
Yep.
Okay, got you. So
that's
caulk
all I
water
do.
for evaporated water and calcium reactor.
Yep.
And do you do any magnesium?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I just have a little bit of magnesium chips in that calcium reactor. That's it.
Okay.
And I do a water change. I do a water change 2 times a week.
2 times a week. How big of a water change?
Only about 10 gallons.
10 gallons?
10 gallons, so 20 gallons a week.
And is it safe to assume, based on that bucket, you're using Reef crystals?
Reef crystals.
Okay.
Reef crystals. Yeah, Reef crystals only.
So you got a Space Invader Pictinia here. Good old grafted cap, which the green is losing to the red, I can tell. What else? You got some cool Dunkins here. And one of my favorites, I can help it, guys. You guys see the smile on my face. Seriously, I love neon green candy canes. They're so weedy, they're old school, they're worth not a lot, but they're beautiful. I mean, they're so neon. If you ever touch one, they leave a residue in your hand, a neon residue. That's how fluorescent the coral is, And then you got your little torch island right here.
Yes, my little torch island.
So it's a big thing, torches around here.
I know, yeah.
It's like everyone's going crazy for torches around here.
And I got all the top brands, every last one of them. So I was with the hype too. So I went with the Holy Grails and the bananas and the jokers and the tigers. I got it all.
Got you.
Uh-huh.
And then something, there's some kids bounce mushrooms here. They're growing all over the floor, all over the glass. If the camera can film it here, look at this. Hi guys.
So he
Little
watches the tank
mascot.
when I'm not here. That's who watches the tank.
There you go. He's watching, paying attention. Everything's good right there.
Yeah.
Little BRS mascot. So right here, you guys can see they're growing on the glass. They're traveling all the way. I mean, they're taking over. You gotta have at least 30 or 40 of those things.
Yeah, and I got some in my frag tank because they take it over the frag tank as well. So I just let them grow because once you just let them go and they leave a piece of themselves behind and they just grow.
Gotcha.
And I just let them do what they do.
Cool. So now tell me a little bit about your feeding regimen.
Well, I only feed 2 times a day. I only feed flakes in the morning, and then I feed around 6 o'clock. I feed mysa and brine shrimp mixed combo to the tank.
Okay. And do you do any algae?
No, I don't.
No?
I don't.
Okay. No seaweed. Okay. Anything else that you dose to this tank? So you say you do the cogwasser, then you say you do the
nitrates. I dose nitrates. That's the only thing I do.
You dose nitrates.
I have to dose nitrates because it sucks it up so fast. Every once in a while, I got to dose phosphate as well, but not too much. It'd be just to keep it up because I keep my nitrates at 14 most of the time.
That's a good number.
And if I don't dose in a week,
down.
it'll shoot down. It'll shoot down.
Maybe you should slow down the water changes a little bit.
Maybe, but
maybe one per week.
But I like to keep things.
It's working.
It's working, so I keep it simple.
Yeah.
And let it, and then every once in a while, I'll do some phosphates, but that's it. I don't do anything else.
So you're telling me your nitrates are 14? Your phosphates?
17, per 17.
0.17?
Yes.
So 0.17?
Yeah, 0.17. 0.17.
So they're a little bit on the high side.
Yeah, but that's what my tank like it.
Okay.
They like it high. If it go anything under 0.10, the killer start fading a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I keep them up. And that's it. That's all I dose.
That's basically your.
I dose. I got a protein skim. I do.
So what do you have for protein skim? A Bubble Magnus?
A Bubble Magnus NAC 9, old school.
Okay.
Old school NAC 9 that I use.
Any UV sterilizer?
I have a UV sterilizer right here in the corner.
Okay.
Right here in the corner, 40 watt ultraviolet, I think.
Ultraviolet?
Yeah,
okay.
UV sterilizer.
And how often do you change the bulb?
I change the bulb as needed. To tell you the truth, I don't change it till it goes out. And I do ozone.
Ozone?
I got an ozone tech generator.
The water's super clean.
Yeah. So I do an ozone tech generator at 9, at 12, at 3, and at 5 o'clock. It cuts on for 30 minutes, cuts off.
So let me ask you a little bit about this. So we got a KH director here from GHL.
Yes.
An ion director. Can you explain to people who's watching at home how does this work?
So the KH director is for the alkalinity side of it. So it tests that to see where the level's at. So as of right now, my levels is at 7.6. So I keep mine between 8 and 7. Okay. So it's at 7.6 right now, and it stays there constantly.
And your calcium?
My calcium is at 470, I think, right now.
And your magnesium?
Magnesium is at 1500. I keep it high. The water change, keep it up, and I have some flakes in the calcium reactor.
That's what you were telling me.
Yeah, so it keeps it up. It never comes down. The water change, anything, it stays at that level.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So this ion director, it tests for calcium, magnesium, nitrate, sodium, and potassium. Gotcha. So it tests all of those things. And everything is in range, so I just leave it like that.
I mean, it shows the tank is so happy, man. When mushrooms are just growing all over the floor and you got coral warfare everywhere.
Everywhere.
You got right here a freaking war coral just melting into the glass. You got leptoceras there encrusting all over the rocks.
Right.
I mean, it's just a lot of corals in here. They're super, super happy, man.
And that's how I like it.
You're doing a really good job, man.
Yep. So that's all I do. I to keep it simple. Like if something go wrong or anything, I just change it out or whatnot, and that's it.
We haven't talked about fish.
I have fish. I got a regal. I got a couple of atheists. I got a maroon clown.
Is he mean? The maroon clown?
He was at the beginning. See how he come? He was at the beginning, but now he don't bother nobody. I can put my hand in the tank bomb. He don't do nothing. So this is actually his home over here. So
gotcha.
He stays over here most of the time, and I have a purple tang and Tamini tang,
blue regal,
blue regal, some cardinals, some Bangai cardinal fish. So everybody's hiding right now. And so, but other than that, yeah, See, the reel came out just now, the blue.
Well, Charles, tank looks phenomenal. I can only wait to see how this is gonna grow a little more because I can tell you got a lot of new frags here.
Right.
Thank you for having us over, bro.
No problem.
Tank looks really, really good, man. Guys, I'll be at Reefapalooza, New York on June 22nd and June 23rd. Come to our booth. Me and Josh are going to be there giving away a bunch of t-shirts, a bunch of goodies we're bringing. On the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give us a like, post some comments below, hit that notification bell. We'll see you guys on the next episode.